Weather and life both change quickly. Do you have a farm estate plan? You need to learn the best option to help your family avoid or minimize federal estate taxes and other costs.
I'm Brad Swenson, President of Swenson Investments and Commodities. We work confidentially with farmers, ranchers, and advisors to help develop the best farm estate plan.
As a farmer, you may have many hats you have to wear. Farmers can be the guy that runs the equipment, they can be the guys that maintain the equipment, do the book work, do the marketing. There's so many jobs farmers have to be good at, but right now, this time of year, the main job farmers have is being a truck driver.
You know, it's one of the problems that farmers end up with when you increase production, like even on our farm, for example. It wasn't all that many years ago and we were getting 100 bushel corn. 100 bushel corn. Today we're averaging close to 200 bushel corn. Plus we're farming a few more acres. So now we have basically about 3 times as much grain as we did, let's say 15 years ago. Okay, that's a big deal. We've got all this grain that has to be hauled out. And the other thing is, we're not just hauling to a local elevator that's 5 miles away. Most farmers in our region are hauling to ethanol plants, and for us, the nearest ethanol plant is 35 miles away. We'll haul a lot of our soybeans over 60 miles away. So we've got a lot of trucking that has to be done. And the problem is, as a farmer, you're really busy in the spring with planting. You're busy in the summer spraying and all the other things you have to do. Fall, you've got harvest. Winter becomes the time of year you've got to do your trucking.
Well, when it comes to trucking, many farmers used to have small little grain trucks that held 200, 300 bushels of corn, and that moved 2 or 3 acres at a time. Well, now many farmers in our region are running semi-trucks that haul 900 to 1,000 bushels at a time, and because they've got semi-trucks, they've got really good equipment, farmers can now go a little bit further down the road. So they may go directly to the processor for a crop like soybeans, or directly to the end user with corn to an ethanol plant. So farmers are willing to haul a little bit further. They've got bigger equipment to do it with.
Well, the other reason why farmers want to do this particular job is, let's face it, in the northern U.S., it's really cold. I mean, that's why we're standing here, not in the northern U.S. today, because we can't be outside.
What's this long sleeve shirt about?
Well, hey, it's only 70 degrees, so, you know, I had to put a coat on. But anyway, the point is, in the middle of the wintertime, especially for those farmers who don't have heated shops, so they can't do a lot of work on their equipment in the wintertime, trucking is really pretty nice. I mean, it pays pretty well for the farmer. It's a good job for him. You know, he's not going that far. He's not having to run overnight or anything else like a lot of the over-the-road truckers do. He's just running that same path, that 30 miles or 60 miles to wherever his port or terminal is, hauling that grain in. It's really a pretty good job.
Well, when you think about it, farmers have a lot of things they've got to do on the farm: maintaining equipment, running equipment, doing the books, the marketing, all those things. All of them add some dollars to the farm operation. If a farmer hires all those jobs out, that takes away a lot of the net income on the farm. Trucking is one of those things too. With a lot of bushels of grain to haul, many loads to do, the farmer needs to have a truck anyway just to bring the grain in from the field to his grain bins. It makes sense that a farmer would keep that money in the farm operation by trucking the grain out as well.
You know, one last thing I wanted to bring up here is on our farm this last year, for just as a quick example, we raised corn, soybeans, and wheat. And just with the corn alone, we had about 250,000 bushels. So even if we can get 1,000 bushels on a semi-load, that's 250 loads. At best, we're going to haul 4 loads out per day running to the ethanol plant. So even if you worked, well, the ethanol plants aren't open 7 days a week, they're open 5 days a week. So you're talking a job that's probably going to take 3 months of your time. So that really kills your whole winter at trucking nonstop every day. Sounds like fun.
Well, one of the things that farmers are also doing in the winter is thinking about our weed of the week. Can you identify this tough weed?